Hey guys, what's going on? It's Obezgaming back again with another video, and today we do have a review of the new SBC in the Road to the Knockouts promo, and that is Bernardo Silva. This is looking like an absolute delightful card. I've really enjoyed using his normal card in this game so far, so to get a promo card out of him is really good. So we'll have a look at the card, see how he feels in game, and then justify whether he's worth the SBC cost. It is quite an expensive SBC, but he does look like a great card. For starters, looking at this card, it is worth noting the City probably will go through and may well get the 3 wins as well, and if that does happen, this card's up to a 90, which will be absolutely insane. But jumping into the player bio, he is 5'8" with high work rate. He's left-footed with 4-star skills and 3-star weak foot. It's a shame that weak foot isn't 4-star because that would really be a huge difference maker on this card. But still, as we know, he's a very agile little boy, really good for cam. And the high work rate probably means you could get away playing him as a centre mid and a 3 as well. But jumping into the attributes, he does have 81 pace with a little bit more acceleration than sprint speed. But looking at this card straight away, it screams Hunter to me with how high the passing and the dribbling already are. The shooting is good, the attack position at 87 already is decent. Finishing and shot power a little bit low, but again, with the Hunter you're going to be rectifying that, getting that up to 91 and 95 and 85 respectively. Passing, as you'd expect on this card, is already superb. 87 vision, 88 crossing, 89 short passing in all the key areas there, and 87 curve as well for those finesse shots. Dribbling, again, lovely stuff. 95 agility, 93 balance, 85 reactions, good ball control as well, good dribbling, great composure, and he's also got 96 stand, which is a huge positive on this card because he will likely be playing cam for you. Player traits, he does have the flare trait, and importantly the outside the foot shot trait. Given that he does only have the 3-star weak foot, it is very good that he has the outside the foot shot trait. So let's jump into game with him. As I said, Hunter is definitely the way to go with this card, and we'll see how he feels in game. Alright, let's go. So jumping into the gameplay, the first thing that I really noticed about this card is how superb his passing is. He's got a great little whip on him. Those 3 balls are really zipping with a lot of curve on them as well. So he's a really good player with passing the ball. The only sort of player that I've used that has similar sort of standard of passing as him is Kevin De Bruyne. So that comparison is very positive for him. Again, as I said in the intro to this video, he definitely needs a Hunter on him, otherwise he's just going to be too slow. And with that, he does feel fast enough, to be fair. That gets him up to 91 pace, so that is fast enough for a midfielder slash cam. The only thing I'm slightly disappointed with in this card is I did expect him to feel a little bit more agile and responsive than he does. You know, I was thinking sort of short, nippy midfielder like him, you know, lean body type you'd imagine, and very nippy on the ball for the left stick dribbling. He's not quite as good as I'd hoped in that respect. That's not to say he's bad. He is still quite an agile player, but when you're comparing him to the likes of Fekir, or even Florian Wirtz, he's not quite the same level of agile. So that makes me think that maybe if I am going to play him as an out-and-out midfielder, you know, slash cam, maybe an engine is a better way to go just to boost that dribbling that even a little bit further, rather than use the Hunter. But that being said, his passing's great, shooting's very good as well. He scored some nice goals for me, good finesses, as you'd expect from a player of his type. He can play in a number of positions, I'd argue. I mean, you could definitely get away with him playing in a 4-3-2-1, for example, as a right forward or a left forward. He could definitely get away with that, especially cutting in on that left side, because that's not a position where you necessarily need, you know, really high pace. Again, cam he could play. And in a 3-man midfield, he's more than good enough to play as the outside centre mid. Alright, his defending isn't great, but as a sort of semi-box-to-box style, he's still accomplished enough with his pace and his agility to get up and down. The stand was fantastic, didn't need to take him off, you know, he was never tired, as you'd expect with 96 stand, so really good. I was also surprised by, I really didn't notice the weak foot being a problem at all, 3-star weak foot. It's funny because on some players it seems to be absolutely debilitating and not on others. With him I didn't notice it at all, the passes were still good enough, you know, those short passes, he's got such good stats in those areas that maybe that means that the weak foot isn't affected as much. But I was still, you know, more than usable, the weak foot wasn't a problem in the slightest. So yeah, as I said, don't get me wrong, he's very good. I just expected maybe a little bit more, just slightly more with the dribbling. But again, this card will probably get 1, if not 2 upgrades, and then you're looking really good. So for the investment, I think he's worth it alone, to be honest with you. But that brings me to the end of the video, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.